Hi, everybody. I'm Vicki Kellick with Beard and Warner. Welcome to this week's Town Talks. Today, I am here with Joel Optholt of Craftsman Arts Painting in Batavia. Welcome, Joel. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, Vicki. Thanks so much for having me. This is
A-
fantastic.
Absolutely. We're glad to have you here. So, we want to find out a little bit about you and your business. But first, if we can, let's start with you. Can you give us a little background on, where you came from, where you're living, what you're doing?
Well, I grew up in Chicago, and most of my life I lived in Oak Park. And so that's kind of where I fell in love with old homes, with the Frank Lloyd Wright and all the other craftsman type homes
Of
there.
course.
And I was a creative director for 20 plus years. So that's kind of where my love of art and painting and, my skill set comes from. But most importantly is the homes that I owned. I owned the really neat brick two flat in Oak Park. And
Nice.
then from there, I bought a 50s ranch, which was a lot of renovation. And then the big challenge was a place in Forest Park. It was a bungalow. And oh my God, that thing was a wreck. But I really cut my teeth on a lot of those things because, I didn't have the money to hire people. So I did most of the work myself. And then I moved out to New Mexico, and it's all adobe out there. And that's kind of where I got a lot of my professional painting because I worked at a place called Ojo Caliente, which is one of the oldest hot springs in the continental US, which is really cool. But Adobe gets kind of boring after a while, even though it sounds really cool, right? And
Right.
so anyway, things change, and so I miss family and friends and stuff like that. So then I moved back to the Chicago area and I wound up in Batavia here, which is a great place, especially for arts and crafts painting because there's so many old homes here.
Yeah.
And I'm fortunate enough that we bought a Foursquare, American Foursquare, which it's 1880s, which is really cool. So we're working on that. But that's kind of where the name Craftsman Arts Painting kind of came from. I was thinking about naming it "If the Walls Could Talk,"
Nice.
because I love the stories. It's not so much the painting part. And by the way, we just do interiors. We don't do exteriors. It's the stories that people have to tell about their homes, which just fascinates me. I should be a house whisperer or something.
Right. No, that's incredible. And you're so right that every house, especially older homes, of course, have that history to them, not
Oh,
only for
right.
the,
Yeah.
the current owners, but for obviously for past owners. That's incredible. So you're living in Batavia and that's where you work from,
Yeah,
obviously.
right. Yeah, yeah. We're home bases here in Batavia.
And so your whole painting business, you said that you're interiors only. Are you any kind of painting? So if I have, a newer home, I can give you a call, or is it just historical homes, older homes? What is your niche?
It would be older historic homes. That's my passion, I should say. But niche, I would do anything. If I have to do, a track home, I guess I will. No, just kidding.
Right.
No, and any interior painting. No, because everybody, there's things they need help with, especially with color. People are afraid of color,
Yeah.
and with my art background, that really helps. Color finishes, different techniques that they might want to use. Because a lot of people, they pick a color that matches their painting on the wall.
Right.
And, where arts and crafts painting can come in is really help them with those choices. Because if you go with any run of the mill painting company, they're going to, they're a painting company, they're in and out.
Right.
But here, especially with my creative background, dealing with clients, there's some great customer service
Absolutely.
that I can really understand, problem solving, because there's no problems, just solutions. That's how it was believed in. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. So you do a full consultation then, not just, oh, you want your walls painted white, I'll paint them white, for
Right,
example.
yeah, and like up front, the biggest thing is again picking those colors, because it's really hard. So then you sit down, you talk about a color scheme that maybe you want to transition from one room to the other,
Wow.
and so we can help them with those people with that, those things.
So what in your business so far, what is one of the obviously one of the things that you like is the history of the homes and
Mhm.
helping people pick the right colors and the right finishes and such. Are is that your favorite part of the job? Is that one of the highlights of what you do?
Yeah, definitely. Like again, the story is part of it. I think just helping people out making those choices because I love people's faces when you're done with the job and they look at it and they go, oh my God, you transform the house. Our motto here, I'm going to read it. It's not just painting, it's restoring the rich history of your home. And I believe everybody, when you buy a home, you are a part of that history.
Yes.
You are, I am, and if you like it or not, when somebody does research on that house, it's, oh, your name is going to be on it. So it's a passion in a way that we all have when we own a home, hopefully.
Absolutely. And I feel that people who buy an older home especially know that there is that intricacy involved in the history and just the upkeep of the home. So
Yeah,
that
buckle up, you're ready for a ride.
now one of the other things that you do is murals, is that correct?
I do, when I was out at Ojo Calente, I did a lot of the chalkboard painting. I did stuff for the farm, which I did farm signs. I did things for the restaurant and just like they had a thing called core values or meetings. And so um, again, I'm old school art, and so my typography skills are pretty pretty great. And so if people have messages like you might have an image of the one that we have in the basement, it's over the washing machine. Every time you go down there, you look at a mural or a signage or the children's room. You might have some special message that want to portray in your home. In our kitchen, I didn't do it, but we have, eat here. It's just kind of fun.
Absolutely. And that personality is what really does make a
Right,
house a home.
exactly.
So that's fantastic. So, Joel, where do you see your business going in the future? Do you have any big plans that you can talk about, or are you just kind of progressing?
Well, this sounds kind of corny, but the future is now for us because we're fairly new,
Sure.
and I would kind of not be known as just another painting company. I'd really like to be known as detail. And recently, I just got a job because I am detail oriented, and also you know what you're getting because you go with a big paint company, you don't know who you're going to get. You
Yes.
know, and
Absolutely.
I hate sloppy painting, and also not just the painting, but the murals,
Right.
and also it's kind of an untapped. Um, I would say business would be hanging people's artwork. People are really afraid to hang artwork because you know why? Holes in the
Oh,
wall.
absolutely.
So if I could help people move art around, I know people that their passion is moving furniture and moving artwork. It's therapy. Moved in here, we've moved this furniture in this living room like a million times.
And it's nice to have that objective third party, that
Oh,
outside
right. That's a good point. Yeah,
who
yeah.
can take a look at it, because I know when I hang things, I think they look great, and someone might come into my house and not have that opinion, and usually they're right. So,
That's
so I'd be more than happy to have you take a look at anything I hang up. So,
okay.
thank you. So, Joel, we've heard a little bit about you and your business. Where can people get in touch with you if they have questions or if they'd like to hire you?
Oh, it's the website is craftsmanartspainting.com. And then our office number is, I'm going to read it because I don't know it by heart.
Absolutely.
It's 331-457-9176. That's the best place to get in contact with us.
That's wonderful, and I will put all that information up on the screen.
Oh,
We'll
great.
also we'll also have a separate screen at the end so that if people have more questions or would like to get in touch with you, they can go there and take a look at that. Joel, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. I completely appreciate the fact that you deal not just with painting, like I hate to say a regular painting
Right,
company,
right.
but that you really you focus on the attention to detail and the history of a home, which is just so important, especially in the Fox Valley with so many older homes. Let that history shine through. That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, being in the art field was a lot of fun, but to be honest with you, this is my passion job.
Oh,
You,
that's
you
awesome.
really get to touch the history of people's homes. It's just a great place to be.
That's so great. Well, we're lucky to have you here
Well,
in the
thank you.
Fox Valley serving everybody. So thank you so much, Joel. It's
Thank
been
you,
a
Vic.
pleasure to talk to you. And if you guys have questions for Joel, please give him a call and get in touch, find out a little bit more about what he does. Thanks so much, Joel. Thanks everybody for joining us. And we will see you again soon on our next Town Talks. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. For more information about Craftsman Arts Painting, visit their website at craftsmanartspainting.com. To contact Joel directly, give him a call at 331-457-9176 or send him an email at craftsmanartspainting@gmail.com. I'm Vicki Kellick with Baird and Werner Fox Valley. From historic homes to luxury properties, give me a call at 630-715-7785 and let's get you home. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon.